Hey, good morning, friends and family and friends. This is the 166th episode of Tones Takes, and I just wanted to talk about Elizabeth Holmes. If you don't know her, she is known as the Millennial con artist, I guess, in many different circles. Um, but she was the CEO of a company called Theranos, a company that she founded, and now she is stepping down as she faces criminal charges. If you don't know about Theranos, they basically, or she basically patented, spearheaded this sort of blood testing technique, which would like take a real small bottle of blood, the smallest pint of blood that you could ever imagine. Look how small that is. You can't even see it there, but that's a little bit of blood that she's holding there, and it would take that little itty bitty piece of blood, and it would be able to test for, I guess, all types of diseases and symptoms. Basically, it would cut billions of and billions of dollars out of the healthcare industry because, as we all know, it costs billions of dollars these days to get a simple blood test just to tell you that you have high iron levels or your hemoglobin is attacking you, or I don't know all the bio terms, but anyway, she came up with this thing. It was supposed to be like this awesome wonder. She was a wonder kid. That's what people thought about her. She started her company at age 19. She was lauded and applauded. But now she has gone from rags to riches. And now she's even worse than that. She has to step down from Theranos because her, along with her partner in crime, this old bag of bones, Sunny Balwani, the former president, they've both been charged with 9 counts of wire fraud and 2 counts of conspiracy to commit wire fraud. And it's just pretty interesting because everything I've read about her, I don't understand how someone could have even gotten this high with this type of technology, especially in this day and age, and gotten so far. At one point, Forbes had her company valued at like $9 billion, and as you can see in this article, Forbes had to like take that back. $9 billion quickly went down to $0, and her valuation at like $4.5 million went down to zero as well. But it was just interesting because I mean everyone was just pretty much praising her. In like 2014, you have Fortune talking about her products. She was again on the Forbes list as one of the biggest females to hit the 400 or the 40 under 40, whatever it was. She was also on Inc. They called her the next Steve Jobs. I mean, just all of these crazy things that she was getting, and to many it was like, hey, this is great because you have a female who's doing big things. She was like checking off all the boxes. But in the end, even Bill Clinton interviewed her with Jack freaking Ma. But then when people actually wanted to really see if this thing could do anything, and like interviews with 60 Minutes, her employees were interviewed, and this is basically what it came up with was a Homer Simpson type response. Her machine didn't work. They said it was falling apart. All these things, and it's just crazy that she could have duped so many people. This young millennial con artist, as someone called her on Twitter. So apparently that's all over. Holmes and Sunny Balwani are charged with 9 counts of wire fraud, 2 counts of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, stemming from allegations that the two engaged in a scheme to defraud investors and a separate scheme to defraud doctors and patients. I mean, it's crazy. I wouldn't think that this young woman who's just 2 years older than me would want to do all of those things. Apparently, the Justice Department, who has indicted her, said that she could face, both her and Balwani could face up to 20 years in prison and $250,000 fine if convicted, which is still less than if you get caught with some marijuana. So that's good for them, right? But yeah, they initially came under fire in 2015 over the accuracy of their blood tests. At one point, the company was valued at $9 billion, but now it's again worth nothing. They've let off most of their employees, and they were pleading with companies or investors for more cash as it faced setbacks on its Zika virus test. So just really crazy. The Justice Department is alleging that Holmes and Balwani developed technology they claimed could run a full range of blood tests using a small amount of blood more accurately than traditional blood testing methods. And here's what I think about this whole story. I think here's my take, because this is also really interesting. This is Henry Kissinger. Her board of directors included 12 people, including her. and one of them was Henry Kissinger. The other one was General James Mattis, who again, this shocks me because she also had former senators Sam Nunn, Bill Frist, who is a surgeon, former Secretary of Defense Bill Perry, former Secretary of State George Shultz. She had an epidemiologist. She had Sunny Balwani. She had Riley Bechtel, who was the former CEO of Bechtel. She had Dick Kovacevic, who was the former CEO of Wells Fargo. I mean, you pretty much a Navy admiral, and like, how do you have all of these people on your board of directors and no one at any point tested the validity, knew about any of the stuff that was going on? It boggles my mind, and it almost makes me think, and I don't like to go here, but it makes me think conspiracy. Because, yeah, sometimes there could be, it's too good to be true, but what if this was actually a real thing? And what if these people that had, she has surrounded herself with were actually trying to stop her from getting this out? Because when you attack an industry that is as big as the pharmaceutical industry. Again, they had a partnership with like Walgreens, where they were going to put these Edison machines, as they were called, in Walgreens, so you could actually like, they were really going to shake up the freaking biotech everything. Can you imagine how much money would have been lost? So they had to stop her. So for me, I'm calling conspiracy theory. This is straight conspiracy against her, because I do not believe that she could have made it this far and had it all just fall apart. This is like some Bruce Wayne on top of the world gets brought down by Talia al Ghul and Bane type stuff. And I feel sorry for her, quite frankly. But you know what? Maybe she really didn't have anything. But I would love to hear what you guys have to think about this. Did she really have the answer, or was she just the millennial fraud that everyone is saying that she is now? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in, and have a wonderful, beautiful evening. Peace out.